Hi there, it's May 4th and day 125 of our Through the Bible in 1 year. Let's jump over there. They got us doing Psalms today, so Psalms is nice and neat. There's quite a few of them, so we'll get into it. Okay, Psalm 1 and 2. Let's start at the beginning, huh? How happy is the one who does not walk in the advice of the wicked, or stand in the pathway of sinners, or sit in the company of mockers. Instead, his delight is in the Lord's instruction, and he meditates on it day and night. He is like the tree planted beside flowing streams that bears its fruit in season, and its leaf does not wither. Whatever he does prospers. The wicked are not like this. Instead, they are like the chaff that the wind blows away. Therefore, the wicked will not stand up in the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous. For the Lord watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked leads to ruin. That's Psalm 1. Psalm 2. And this is a very special psalm, and I'll tell you why in a second. As soon as I get my glasses clean. Okay. Why do the nations rage and the peoples plot in vain? The kings of the earth take their stand, and the rulers conspire against the Lord and his anointed one. Okay. Now, I did some research on this, the Lord and his anointed one. Oh, that's right, you can't highlight stuff in here. Okay, this anointed one, and we'll jump over here. This is BibleReference.com. And in this particular verse, I'm going to read this highlighted part. The English word anointed here comes from the Hebrew term Mashiach. This is the origin of the word Messiah. In Greek, the same concept is expressed with the title Christos, from which comes the English title Christ. Okay? Christ. You will find Jesus all over the Old Testament because he's always been around. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. John 1. 1:1. Okay. So, David here is talking about the kings of the earth take their stand and the rulers conspire against the Lord and his anointed one. It's Jesus right there. I wish I could highlight that, but this program doesn't let you. Let's tear off their chains and throw their ropes off of us. The one enthroned in heaven laughs. The Lord ridicules them, and he speaks to them in his anger and terrifies them in his wrath. I have installed my king on Zion, my holy mountain. I will declare the Lord's decree. He said to me, you are my son. Today I have become your father. Ask of me, and I will make the nations your inheritance, and the ends of the earth your possession. You will break them with an iron scepter. And he's talking about when Jesus comes back. It says when he comes back, he will rule with an iron scepter. Okay? Wow. I will declare the Lord's decree. He said to me, you are my son. Today I have become your father. Ask of me, I will make the nations your inheritance and the ends of the earth your possession. You will break them with an iron scepter. You will shatter them like pottery. So now, kings, be wise. Receive instruction. You judges of the earth, serve the Lord with reverential awe and rejoice with trembling. That's good. I'd like to highlight that too. That's what fear of the Lord means, right there. Serve the Lord with reverential awe and rejoice with trembling. Pay homage to the Son, or he will be angry, and you will perish in your rebellion. We're talking about Jesus, okay? For his anger may ignite at any moment. All who take refuge in him are happy. That cool, huh? Psalms 2 is very cool. It's a psalm about Jesus. Okay, Psalm 15. Lord, who can dwell in your tent? Who can live on your holy mountain? The one who lives blamelessly, practices righteousness, and acknowledges the truth in his heart, who does not slander with his tongue, who does not harm his friend or discredit his neighbor, who despises the one rejected by the Lord, but honors those who fear the Lord, who keeps his word, whatever the cost, who does not lend his silver at interest or take a bribe against an innocent. The one who does these things will never be shaken. Isn't that all the stuff you should do? A very condensed version of God's laws from Deuteronomy. Hey, Psalm 22 through 24 for the choir director. My God, why have you abandoned me? Why are you so far from my deliverance and from my words of groaning? My God, I cry by day, but you do not answer. By night, yet I have no rest. But you are holy, enthroned on the praises of Israel. Our ancestors trusted you. They trusted you, and they trusted and you rescued them. They cried to you and were set free. They trusted you and were not disgraced. But I am a worm, not a man, scorned by mankind and despised by people. Everyone who sees me mocks me. They sneer and shake their heads. He relies on the Lord. Let him save him. Let the Lord rescue him, since he takes pleasure in him. Wow. Mocking much, huh? It was you who brought me out of the womb, making me secure at my mother's breast. I was given over to you at birth. You have been my God from my mother's womb. Don't be far from me, because distress is near, and there's no one to help. Many bulls surround me. Strong ones of Bashan encircle me. Of Bashan. They open their mouths against me, lions mauling and roaring. I am poured out like water, and all my bones are disjointed. My heart is like wax melting within me. My strength is dried up like baked clay. My tongue sticks to the roof of my mouth, and you put me into the dust of death. Wow. For dogs have surrounded me, a gang of evildoers has closed in on me. They pierced my hands and my feet. Oh, why do you do that? Why do you do that? See, now I have to find it again. They pierced my hands and my feet. 16. Some HBMLLXSI, other M something, read me. Wow, that makes absolutely no sense, does it? It sounds like they're talking about Jesus. Huh? They pierced my hands and my feet. I can count on my bones. People look and stare at me. They divided my garments among themselves and cast lots for my clothing. Sounds like part of Isaiah, doesn't it? But you, Lord, don't be far away. My strength, come quickly to help me. Rescue my life from the sword, my only life in the power of these dogs. Save me from the lion's mouth, from the horns of wild oxen. You answered me. I will proclaim your name to my brothers and sisters. I will praise you in the assembly. You who fear the Lord, praise him. All you descendants of Jacob, honor him. All you descendants of Israel, revere him. For he has not despised or abhorred the torment of the oppressed, and did not hide his face from him, but listened when he cried to him for help. I will give praise in the great assembly because of you. I will fulfill my vows before those who fear you. The humble will eat and be satisfied. Those who seek the Lord will praise him. May your hearts live forever. All the ends of the earth will remember and turn to the Lord. All the families of the nations will bow down before you, for kingship belongs to the Lord. He rules the nations. All who prosper on earth will eat and bow down. All those who go down to the dust will kneel before him. Even the one who cannot preserve his life. Their descendants will serve him. Their next generation will be told about the Lord. Then they will come and declare his righteousness to a people yet to be born. They will declare what he has done. Right. Psalm 23. Do we know this one? And this is a different version. Okay? We're used to the King James Version. The Lord is my shepherd. I have what I need. He leads me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He renews my life. He leads me along the right path for his name's sake. Even when I go down to the darkest valley, the valley of the shadow of death, right? Will fear no danger, for you are with me. And your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies, and you anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Only goodness and faithful love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord. It should be forever, right? Oh, and why do you do that? Forever. As long as I live. Forever. It's forever. Okay. Psalm 24. The earth and everything in it, the world and its inhabitants, belong to the Lord. For he has laid its foundations on the seas and established it on the rivers. Who may ascend the mountain of the Lord? Who may stand in his holy place? The one who has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not appealed to what is false, and who has not sworn deceitfully. He will receive blessing from the Lord and righteousness from the God of his salvation. Such is the generation of those who inquire of him, who seek his face, who seek the face of the God of Jacob. Selah. Lift up your heads, you gates. Rise up, ancient doors. The King of glory will come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, you gates. Rise up, ancient doors. Wow. Then the King of glory will come in. Who is he, the King of glory? The Lord of armies. He is the King of glory. Selah. Okay, Psalm 47. You thought we were done, huh? The Psalm of the sons of Korah. So this may not have been written by David. Clap your hands, all you people. Shout to the God with a jubilant cry. I remember that song, too. For the Lord the Most High is awe-inspiring, great King over the whole earth. He subdues peoples under us and nations under our feet. He chooses for us our inheritance, the pride of Jacob, whom he loves. Pause. Right? God ascends among shouts of joy, the Lord with the sound of a ram's horn. Sing praise to the God. Sing praise to God. Sing praise to our God. Sing praise. Sing a song of wisdom, for God is king of the whole earth. Wow. God reigns over the nations. God is seated on his holy throne. The nobles of the peoples have assembled with the people of God of Abraham. For the leaders of the earth belong to God. He is greatly exalted. Yeah. Another one, Psalm 68. God's majestic power. God arises, his enemies scatter. All those who hate him flee from his presence. As smoke is blown away, so you will blow them away. As wax melts before the fire, so the wicked are destroyed before God. But the righteous are glad. They rejoice before God and celebrate with joy. Sing to God, sing praises to his name. Exalt him who rides on the clouds. His name is the Lord, and celebrate before him. God in his holy dwelling is a father of the fatherless and a champion of widows. God provides homes for those who are deserted. He leads out the prisoners to prosperity, but the rebellious live in a scorched land. God, when you went out before your people, when you marched through the desert, the earth trembled and the skies poured rain before God, the God of Sinai, before God, the God of Israel. You, God, showered abundant rain. You revived your inheritance when it languished. Your people settled in it. God, you provided for the poor by your goodness. The Lord gave the command. A great company of women brought the good news. The kings of the armies flee. They flee. She who stays at home divides the spoil, while you lie among the sheep pens. The wings of a dove are covered with silver, and its feathers of glistening gold. When the Almighty scattered kings in the land, it snowed on Zalman. Mount Bashan is God's towering mountain. Mount Bashan is a mountain of many peaks. Why gaze with envy, you mountain peaks, at the mountain God desired for his abode? The Lord will dwell there forever. God's chariots are tens of thousands, thousands, and thousands. The Lord is among them in the sanctuary, and he was at Sinai. You ascended to the heights, taking away captives. You received gifts from the people, even from the rebellious, so that the Lord might dwell there. Blessed be the Lord. Day after day he bears our burdens. God is our salvation. Selah. Our God is a God of salvation. And escape from death brings to the Lord, my Lord. Surely God crushes the heads of his enemies, the hairy brow of one who goes on in his guilty acts. The Lord said, I will bring them back from Bashan. I will bring them back from the depths of the seas, so that your foot may wade in blood, and your dogs' tongues may have their share from the enemies. People have seen your procession, God, the procession of my God, my King in the sanctuary. Singers lead the way with musicians following. Along them are young women playing tambourines. Bless God in the assemblies. Bless the Lord from the mountain of Israel. There is Benjamin, the youngest, leading them. the rulers of Judah and their assembly, the rulers of Zebulun and the rulers of Naphtali. Your God has decreed your strength. Show your strength, God. You have acted on our behalf. Because of your temple at Jerusalem, kings will bring tribute to you. Rebuke the beast and in the wreaths, the herd of bulls with the calves of the peoples. Trample underfoot those with bars of silver. Scatter the peoples who take pleasure in war. Yeah, please. Ambassadors will come from Egypt. Cush will stretch out its hands to God. Sing to God, you kings in Bavaria. Sing praise to the Lord. Selah. To him who rides in the ancient heavens, highest heavens. Look, he thunders with his powerful voice. Ascribe power to God. His majesty is over Israel, his power among the clouds. God, you are inspiring in your sanctuaries. The God of Israel gives power and strength to his people. Blessed be God. And that's it. I mean, that was a lot of Psalms, wasn't it? What are we doing tomorrow? Oh, look, more Psalms. And there's a lot of them, so we got to get a lot of them out of the way. Yep, more Psalms. Lots of Psalms tomorrow. So there you have it. That's today. And we find Jesus in the Psalms. We will continue to find Jesus in the Psalms and all over the Old Testament. So, yeah, that was today, day 125. You know, that means we got 240 days left. So then the year will be over, and we'll read the whole Bible. Catch up on any you may have missed, so you can say you read the whole Bible in a year. But until next time, keep reading. See you later.